All right, folks, welcome back to the Techlabs Cup 2014. Of course, we're on our way to the LAN Finals on April 5th. It'll be in Moscow, Russia, but first we got to get some qualifiers in there. We have a best-of-3 series between Relaxer, Doing Fine, and Aware Gaming here. It's game number 2 already, and of course, thank you so much for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. My name is Mont. With me today is Cattle Guy. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic there, Mont. Thank you very much. Really excited about this one. Teams duking it out for the opportunity for a bear to deliver them the grand prize.
Nothing like a bear giving you that money, that sweet, sweet cash prize. That's at the end of the road, of course. It's 20K in prizes. 10K goes to first prize. Obviously, Rock's Kiss as well as Team Empire already invited. Two strong teams, but these are also two very strong teams, as shown by the last game. I mean, we had some good back and forth action. Questionable about who was going to win at the end there. You know, you saw Relax going through, having a great time with the Shadow Fiend, getting a couple of team fight victories, but then Aware coming right back with the help of Yamaha on that Morphling, and ended up taking the first game, actually. And so right now, in game number 2, we have some bans here real quick, but most importantly, the Ember Spirit, the Invoker, already gone. Interesting Dragonite ban as well. Dazzle picked up first for Relax, you're doing fine. Very nice pickup coming out from the Dire team here.
Yep, I love Dazzle. Can't go wrong with that. One of the best babysitters in the game. Plus, we'll see if Relax want to take it from here and build on some additional minus armor. You know, you definitely have a few options. The Visage is still in the pool as a secondary solid grab, but I wouldn't be surprised if Aware grabbed it for themselves right here. But this also kind of gives away a little bit of information towards Aware Gaming. And it says that we might not go too aggressive this time as far as roaming supports. Dazzle's one of those heroes that doesn't like to go around the map making shit happen. He'll be more content on sitting in one place and babysitting out a potential really heavy core. So we'll see what that be. And on the other hand, Aware, they grab up the Bane, which can lock down that heavy core. And also, this is someone who can rotate around and make something happen. So we'll see if Aware can take in another victory. It was a bit of an upset, according to the betting polls, I guess you could say, on Gosu Gamers. But no, props, one game to Aware already.
It doesn't matter, though, if you can't close up the series, and that's what Aware is looking to do right now. They don't want to let Relax back in, and they go for Bane, and one of those heavy lockdown heroes indeed. So with Fiend's Grip, that's going to not give Relax too many options in terms of what they want to go for. So now every BKB user, every Rage user, every Magic Immune person has potentially to get caught out of position here and get Fiend's Grip. So with Bane, they have a good start. We'll see if they want to be aggressive with this hero. I was a big fan of the Naga Siren support that Aware picked up in the previous game. Really good stuff there. Stress played an amazing game. They pick up the Luna. They'll pick up the Lycan into a Bane pick. Bane has Fiend's Grip, and one of Lycan's best attributes is able to run away from a fight or get out as quickly as possible with his ultimate, with his Shapeshift. And Bane can pretty much nullify that. Plus, with Enfeeble, it also makes Lycan hit not nearly as hard. They want to go for the Lycan nonetheless. And this is almost a questionable pickup to me. However, it's still a very strong hero.
No, definitely a strong hero. Definitely can get shit done, but it is early. It does leave a lot of options. Actually, it was like just last night I was talking with Riot Wars about the hero Lycan and like what people need to do when contesting this new flavor of the month that a lot of people, especially people like Empire, picking it up and being very, very successful with. And he had suggested that one of the things you consider doing is picking up a jungler, someone who can really capitalize and getting a lot of free time in the jungle, like an Enigma or what have you, because now you can obviously tell Dazzle and Lycan are going to be hand-in-hand that top lane, and they don't have a lot of supports to work with to go around the map and address the jungle and take care of someone like that. And, you know, also someone who can kind of lay out some early harassment in the lane. We might even see a Nyx possibly grabbed up to contest the tri-lane they could be coming out with.
Yeah, I think both of those are strong options. I definitely think getting a jungler would be huge for Aware Gaming, even just for like counter push purposes, like a Chanting Sword Enigma like you mentioned. Enigma would be huge in team fighting sense, especially in conjunction with Luna, even with Bane to a certain extent. But I mean, yeah, you're right. That's not the strongest two roamers in the world. Lycan is not going to run around trying to lock people down. Dazzle's not going to be able to do that either. I mean, he's got Poison Touch, and that's about it. Dazzle's about prolonging team fights and keeping people alive, like a Lycan with, of course, the Shallow Grave there. So they have that option, but with like Aware Gaming, now they know what they have to deal with here. Yes, you might get some crazy picks coming out from Relax, considering what they picked in the last game, but there's still options for Aware as well to get more lockdown heroes, more roaming heroes as well. They can really shut down mid with Bane as well as another strong roaming hero. Whether that's like a Crystal Maiden or somebody, I'm not sure. But, you know, as of right now, Luna's going to be a real hard carry, even against that Lycan. Luna can push just as strong. Once she gets her glaives going, she has Lunar Blessing, obviously. Get a Manta Style, and all of a sudden all of your towers are gone. So that's a possibility for Rare right now. Whereas Relax, they're in a position where they have this kind of kooky draft going. I'm not sure what they're going to combine up with it.
Well, they have a bit of synergy with the minus armor, of course. Lycan's one of those heroes that can definitely grab the medallion for himself. Look for the early Rosh and get it. Luna might not be able at that point to contest the Rosh, so it could be relatively easy for him. They're already on the dire side, so it makes it that much sweeter. But Luna's great. She has the counter push to go against the Lycan, and now they're building a little minus armor of their own, picking up the Vengeful Spirit, which is a bit intriguing. Typically, Vengeful might come out as a optional counter back to a Bat Rider, which obviously has already been banned out in this one. So we'll see. Maybe a bit of isolation plays to set up, pull the Lycan out of his comfort zone and really be able to lock him down. If you put together the swap with a properly placed Eclipse, that could be very devastating. So Aware definitely have a little, strategies and things that they've been working with here, and also a very blue team, very blue.
Yeah, very blue, very, I guess you could call it cool colors coming up from
purples.
Wargaming. Yeah. You know what? And I generally favor the team that has better color coordination over the non-color
Absolutely, Mont.
Lycan with the red, like the red and black versus Dazzle's purple, it doesn't synergize, man. It just doesn't work.
Nope. And purple is a color of royalty, so we'll see. Aware can pull this one out. But speaking of one of the most purple, bluish characters in the game, Relax actually stepped into their own. They grabbed the Puck as going to be their potential mid laner here. But a bit of a ballsy grab, considering you don't know what you're going to quite go against. Aware can now fall back on something like maybe, what are we thinking of, Storm Spirit potentially to contest, but it's a bit of an awkward matchup. Axe here.
Yes.
Wow, one of Dread's favorites. Going to be going against the Axe now.
Yeah, but they pick up the red, and that is going to be the combo breaker for their team. But, listen, Axe is a fun hero. If you know how to play him, you can lane him in many different varieties. He's even good in the off lane. He's okay in the mid as well. I'm not sure where they're going to lane this just yet, but important to note, we kind of skipped over this, is that Luna and Vengeful Spirit both giving out the damage aura. So the name of the game is going to be damage, even coming up from both sides, because Howl also accomplishes the same thing, albeit on a cooldown, obviously. So there is that potential to have a lot of early game damage coming out from both of those heroes, plus Bane and Vengeful, good at roaming. They don't have the longest range for their abilities in the world, but still pretty nice to have. Axe, it's going to be key for him to get a Blink Dagger and to jump into fights, because he's going to be the one taking up all the damage. He's going to be the one keeping people in place. He's going to be the one dunking on fools as well. So, interesting draft right now. I think a lot of it is going to come down to Puck. Winning Rift is going to be huge against the Luna. It's going to be huge against the Axe. I think he's going to be the one controlling the pace of the game here. And it really comes also down to where Axe is going to lane and how effective he's going to be early on in the game. Because early on, he's only got Helix or Battle Hunger or Call. He's not the greatest early game hero. After he gets a couple levels, he'll be huge. So we'll see. 33 seconds left on reserve time for Relax. I don't know, man. They need another support here. I don't know what they're going to pick up.
I'm surprised someone like Visage doesn't pick up yet. I'm not a big Visage player myself. Maybe he'd be already instantly cowered for Aware, or just might not work in the lineup. And I actually have a game question for you. You might not know this, so I feel bad about putting you on the spot. But would the heal of Dazzle, the Shadow Wave, doesn't that work on familiars, or does it not?
I don't think it does. It is physical, so maybe it does. I'm not sure, actually.
I feel like it works so nicely. You synergize, you surround them with the familiars, throw out the heal. You can do some heavy bursts, but nonetheless, look at it go. Witch Doctor grabbed up for the fourth and final support of Relax. So, bit of intriguing get up once again from Relax.
I love this hero. A biggity bit. I love everything about Witch Doctor. I think he's great. It's hard because Casket's not one of the best. I guess it's Cask.
Yeah.
Casket. It's not one of the best early game abilities. Yeah, Cask. And you can either choose to go for more damage with Maledict, or you can choose to be more of a heal bot. So that's what they have going for them. They have a lot of heals. They have Shallow Grave. They have obviously the Weave. The Shadow Wave obviously is really huge, and then Voodoo Restoration on top of that. So their team is all about keeping everyone alive, and then controlling a team fight with Puck, controlling it with obviously the Witch Doctor Ultimate. And that's something you really shouldn't sniff your head at, because Witch Doctor Ultimate is one of the best in the game if you can get it all full duration. So I imagine Bane's Nightmare or somebody's Disable is going to be waiting for Witch Doctor just to make sure he can't get it all full. So that's their second support. It's tricky, it's cool, it's unique, and that's, I guess, what Relax are good at, is picking up tricky, new, unique kind of lineups, as shown by the Spirit Breaker in that last game. Is it going to work, though?
We'll find out. It's a disable, so it's definitely prominent in there. You do have to beg before the RNGesus to hope that you get the most optimal cast as possible, or just have superb timing. This also, mind you, Mott, could be an off-lane puck, which is something we've seen, from time to time again. So they definitely have the flexibility to work with there, and then could potentially pick into their mid lane for this fifth and final grab. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Aware have yet to even, at least from the get I'm seeing, unless you're throwing the axe mid, I don't see much mid lane from them either. So this might be the final straw right here.
And honestly, they could do an aggro trialing with Luna. It's not the best in the world, I think, but it certainly could work. I don't expect to see it. Axe might offlane, could mid. They have the Nature's Prophet, so now I'm inclined to believe it's like a Nature's Prophet offlane, Axe is mid, and then...
No, Luna could be mid too.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen that in a long time, but that is something that can happen. I'm not sure. It depends. Are they going to aggro trialing, then solo safely Nature's Prophet mid Axe? So you can even like send Nature's Prophet mid. I mean, there's a lot of options here.
Yeah, it's something that Relax is probably scratching their heads about right now. I think they're thinking, okay, well, if they go with the Luna mid, we can definitely find an easy counter for it, but we're worried that they could also audible and throw the Axe there, and that could really blow up in our face. So, I mean, Dragon Knight, it seems to be a name popping out. Nope, Venomancer, I'm completely wrong on that one. And the lanes, Mott, I'll let you try to guess on this one.
Jeez. I mean, it's got to be... They can aggro try with Lycan, maybe, and then they can solo safe, like, the Veno. But Shackle is playing the Venomancer, so he's the offlane / solo safe lane player, so he's not going to be mid. So Tame My Wild will be mid with the puck. That much is almost for certain here. And then on the Aware side, Yamaha played carry last game, Zako played offlane, the Leak played mid. So I'll let you think about that for a second and just see if that's what they're doing. Because I honestly, you know what, it's
just weird to me because Relax, like, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with the off lane. If they deal with a 2-1-2, that's definitely feasible. But Lycan needs typically to have two support there. He needs to have the farm. He can be very susceptible to a lot of harassment. So it's definitely pretty questionable. For right now, they're just going to go in this nice little rotation all the way through the top, maybe try to catch someone out around the top rune area.
Yeah, so everything's been fixed in terms of technical-wise. I hope we don't have any disconnects from this game. I mean, I'm going to jinx myself by saying that.
Please don't jinx it. Please, Mon.
Too late, man. It's too late. It's going to happen now. But let's get into some introductions. Maybe we might see some action here. I'm scared that someone's going to kill somebody, and I'm going to miss it because I'm talking about introductions. But, yeah, Dread is actually right here on the cusp of engaging. He's got Cast not skilled up yet. Right-clicking on Roger. Leak says good luck. You should be focusing on the game right now, sir. They're going to back away, and that's going to be the end of it. So, real quick, on the side of Aware, you've got Zako. He'll be on the Nature's Prophet, heading to mid, sort of, at least right from now. They might set... Yeah, I think they're going to switch this up and have this tri lane go bottom, be defensive tri lane. Leak is going to be on the Axe here in the mid lane, going mid with the double stout shield strategy. Very nice there. You have Yamaha will be on the Luna, heading down bottom, with Aware Stress on the Vengeful Spirit, and to round it all out, it's going to be Roger on the Bane.
And on Relax, you're doing fine. We have in your top lane Dread, opting for the bit ambiguous Witch Doctor. Around the top rune, we have Windex on the Dazzle. They'll be dual supporting what looks like Yokai or Yoki on your Lycan. And then mid lane, we have Sheklo on the Venomancer. And finally, in your bottom off lane, it will be the Puck, played by Tame My Wild.
Yeah, and he is going to be the off lane Puck there, so... I thought for sure he was going to go mid, considering, he was the mid player in that last game. I think what happened with Aware, however, is they went top. They wanted to make sure they were dodging that tri lane. They realized the tri lane was top. They said, okay, let's just head bottom. Let's secure farm for Luna. We feel comfortable about getting Luna farm and taking it to the late game, whereas Lycan with farm might not be the hardest carry in the world. They're going to try to go on Puck right now. He has no phase shift. They're going to Nightmare first. Magic Missile might come out in his second here. There it goes. The right-click damage might be enough. No Lucent Beam. He's going to try to jaunt away and will make it just in time. Tame My Wild skilling up the Illusory Orb first just to make sure he survives. And that's really the strength of the offlane Puck. And he will survive, but he's got no health and no reason.
Do you think if he had leveled up Lucent Beam, they might be able to get that kill?
No, I don't think so. I think the right-click damage kind of, I think, works in that regard. Roger's going to go for another Nightmare. He's going to get it. This time there is Illusory Orb, but a Magic Missile should be enough here. Tame My Wild in a lot of trouble. Stress gets the first blood there. They just go in again.
Mid lane. They actually take down the Axe as well. Good rotation coming in from the north. Dread already redeeming himself after last game on the Sand King. Pulls out a quick victory. Unfortunately, it's not the first blood, but a bit of a run back. Back to 1-1 we go.
Yeah, and that's a good pickup. Axe going down, certainly good. Obviously not the best hero to snowball or get farm, but certainly would help just to shut him down in any way possible. But yeah, I mean, this Puck is going to have a rough time. You can see Tame My Wild has already rotated through, and they're going to have him go mid right now against the Leak, at least for right now. Hal goes up at the top lane. They might try to go on Zako. I'm not sure if they use Poison Touch. He hasn't even skilled anything just yet for that Dazzle, so we'll wait to see what happens up there. They're not going to be able to kill him that easily. And no boots first on Zako off-lane Nature's Prophet, surprisingly enough. You usually see that happening, but that's not the case. Tame My Wild rotating through to the mid lane right now. Shaklo picking up the bottom room or looking for it. It's actually double damage top, and it looks like Dread is going to be able to pick that up or babysit it for whoever comes and gets it. So far, I mean, one kill on both sides, and a lot of action
They called out
happening.
an audible and threw Tame My Wild to the mid lane now. I guess Venomancer are not too content on going against the Axe. They did get successful pickoff, on him, but that was, with the help of a rotation in. But Puck on his own will be able to do good work here against the Axe in the mid lane, while I'm seeing a bit of a rotation play possibly coming out from Aware. They want to run one back in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, and they can definitely take down Tame My Wild if they're fortunate here. They can use the Battle Hunger, you can use Call, use whatever they need necessary. Here we go. The salve's going to be up from Malik just to make sure he's back at full health. When they're going to go for this gank, they're going to wrap all the way around. I like that gank. They're going to try to go in from the side. Tame My Wild might be in trouble. Nightmare's going to go first here. It should be Nightmare. Lose Your Orb not going to go. No phase shift either. Magic Missile flying through. There's the call going right now. The Battle Hunger. The right click should be enough, and it is. Axe getting the kill there with the Battle Hunger, with the right click. Tame My Wild having a bit of a rough game to start here with 3 minutes in.
Yep, after the rotation over, he does fall now in the mid lane as well, so this could put him in a bit of a tilt. Dread looking to run in, throws out a few auto attacks in the top lane on Zako, but this is why Nature's Prophet will not match up too well in a lane like this against the Lycan. They should have already expected that Lycan will have very aggressive babysits to thwart back any, intimidation on the Lycan himself, so he's not getting prevented at all from getting CS. 21-10. Big head start for him on the CS game, so they're going to need to address this.
Yeah, that's actually a huge pick for the Lycan. Luckily, Zako hasn't died, and he's actually gotten to level 3, so it's not the worst thing in the world. He'll pick up his Basilius, and then he'll walk back to lane afterwards, make some trees, and maybe even head into the jungle and just let this lane go, at least for right now. And then, of course, that means that Yoki's farming real well. He's already got 1,000 gold in the bank, might even go for a Midas at some point in time. Maybe just go for an early Vlads or Treads or something along those lines. Tame My Wild taking a bit of harass in the mid lane from Lilik using that Battle Hunger, which is level 3 now. Remember that there is mana issues with the Axe right now. They're going to roam through, though. Dread's here ready to go. And they're going to throw up a ward. Shaklo, Venomous Scale on Lilik right now. Maybe in some trouble. Battle Hunger might get him going a bit longer. Now here comes Register just to help out. There's the call. Tame My Wild trying to get him out of there. Nice stun coming through with the cast and the laning rev to get the kill. Of course, Venomancer picking that one up with his ward. So another gank, this time on Axe. So both Tame My Wild as well as the League have died twice.
Yep, Shaklo doing good timing there, good game sense to scout out the rune on the bottom very conveniently for him. It happened to be a haste rune, so capitalized on that, moved in, and got a nice pick off on the Axe. But top lane, extra harassment from beyond the tower, Lycan spanking away here on the Nature's Prophet, showing him that he has no dominance in this lane whatsoever. Actually, the tower's almost down. This is going to be early rush of gold. They want more, though. Yep, they lay out the wolves. Right clicks, Dread to move in, one more auto click, and he gets it done. Dread picks up a kill for himself, and this should also be the tower.
Yeah, they're going to fortify it, but there's no help coming through except for the blue player. That's going to be stressing. This is going to be a tough defense right now. Dread's actually getting low. They can't deny it. Yoki can even try to go for more here on stress, but there's no health on really the supports other than Windex getting back to full. Shadow Wave helping out in that regard. Luna does pick up a 5-minute Midas, so despite the tower falling, Aware is still banking on this Luna being able to carry this to the late game.
Yep, and she's had her own free farm adventure here on the bottom lane. Lycan's going to have an early Vlads. We'll see if he goes for the early Roshan, and he will be able to bring back the net worth. But nice stacking happening here in the jungle for the Luna. So she is getting funneled some serious support from the remainder of her team, and she's going to look to try to take this late game really early.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, with the Midas, usually you just see people going to a quick come with the Dominator. You can get just as much farm that way, but Midas is also a good option there, just to get you the levels that you desperately need to get to, of course, those glaives. She'll head back to lane to farm there. Meanwhile, at top, I mean, Dread has got free range just to run around, essentially. Howl's going to be used, and now Yoki's rotated to the jungle. He's got a Basilius up, and looks like it will be that early Vlads if he can get to it. Mid lane, Tame My Wild sitting on a no talisman and boots. Vlads is actually already done in 6 minutes for that Lycan. Wow. That's real nice.
All that free farm and that free tower early helped him to get the Vlads. I don't know if it's enough to propel him towards the Roche earlier. I would hope that Aware definitely have the game sense to know this is something. But bottom lane, they're looking to go for Shaklo. Shaklo running through his wards, try to slow him down. Nature's Prophet with the rotation in, and will be able to catch him out. Nice heal. Does he have Grave, however, to help him out? He does. Throws it out right there. They're going to right-click it down, but he might be handing himself over from this one, and he will be. Oh, we need another auto attack. The cast to save him temporarily. Nice heal. It's prolonging, but it will not be enough. Ultimate falls down, but the Maldic flying on Luna. Salve Desperation. One more attack. Oh, he needs a bit more. Maldic, one more trigger. He's going to end up going down. Nice pick off in the end. Dread once again. Definitely stepping up on the Witch Doctor this game.
While that was all happening, it looks like Lalik grabbed a kill on Tamar Wild in the mid lane using his Battle Hunger. Not sure if he used his Culling Blade. I don't think he did. He's going to bottle up, salve up as well. He's fine. Down bottom, though, losing the Luna is a huge, huge loss for Aware right now. That's something they really can't afford, and it really just came down to a lot of survivability coming in from Windex, as well as, of course, just the Maledict doing too much damage coming through, and, of course, the Venom from the Venomancer. So, as of right now, it's 4-4 the score here. Lalik doing work here in the mid lane. Battle Hunger's up. Paralyzing Cask is going to go. Is it going to bounce? It will. Lalik is in a lot of trouble. Can he get this call? He will. He'll dunk it in. Dread now getting chased down. He'll get the kill in the end, but Tame My Wild staying a bit too long. Roger's got no mana to do anything. Stress is here with the Magic Missile, however. Off. All the while, Yoki getting free farm in that top lane.
Oh man, this man is a little Scrooge McDuck up here in the top lane. 54 and 11 CS. Lots of farm. I'm not too sure if he's going to take it here into the Medallion to just secure that extra minus armor for himself or what have you, but he's definitely got the right thing going. Lots of farm. Luna was already picked off, so he's propelling himself forward even further as the true core for this game. And a Necrobook probably to come in our near future.
Yeah, I think that'll be the right choice. Lucent Beam going to go on Shackle in that bottom lane, just trading a bit of harass. Hand of Midas for the Venomancer at 8 minutes in. That's the recipe already done. No Gloves of Haste, however, so not quite there yet. Double damage rune picked up for Redger. I think I've pronounced his name about 50 different times in this entire series, so my apologies to Roger. But
Roger! I don't know either.
Yeah, add that little flair to it. Yeah, why not? But he's doing nicely. I mean, he's sitting at level 4 right now, could afford to get to 6, but he is actually the lowest in terms of experience. So, Medallion was done. I think that was for the Lycan. Yeah, it is.
They want Yamaha. They got him. Dread with another nice rotation over off the back end of a smoke. They catch out the Cask. Even the wards were there, lay out a little extra damage, and they quickly take him apart with the help of the Death Ward.
Yeah, you could say even the first game was a warm-up game for Dread, perhaps, on that Sand King. This game, he feels a bit more comfortable on the Witch Doctor, roaming through, using the Death Ward just to grab that kill, like you mentioned, and now they've got a bit more room to work with. Yamaha off the map for 10 seconds. The top tower is getting a bit pressured here with the Lycan Wolves doing some work on the tower. Yoki getting pushed back, however. Lalik, he can certainly step in and try to fight, but he needs some backup, I think. And Tamar Wild's still now getting room to farm, luckily, because he's had a rough start here. Midas is done for Shackle across the map in that bottom lane. And Nature's Prophet, Zako, has not done much. He's getting a Midas, but it's going to be a bit late. He's got 1,300 gold in the bank, and that's it. He's been relegated to the jungle. He can't really do much in the off lane. Yamaha's going to come by as well, use his Midas even, and just get to something here. He doesn't. Other than that Midas, he doesn't have much, so.
It could be real, somewhat of a little bit of a greedy team. They're trying to share farm amongst each other, but it's creating a bit of a discrepancy. All the meanwhile, Lycan's like, whatever, guys, I'm just going to find my own farm. Now he's contesting against the Axe, but he's not going to offer too much. And all the meanwhile, he might inherit even more gold for himself as they're looking to get this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. The ward's already laid down, pelting away slowly, but aware they do want to contest this. They're making the rotation over. Stun to fly out. They're going to be able to catch him with the Lucent Beam. Very quick and easy right now as Tamar Wild falls down once more. Nice ult from the Nature's Prophet. Catches on Shackle. Shackle rotating over to the side shop here. Immediate TP. They won't catch him out. Nature's Prophet, nope, won't be enough. Nice Eclipse. Ends up ripping apart Dread. That's a nice little bounty for himself. 522 gold in the pocket of Yamaha now. And now they push forward and want a tower for themselves. Nope.
Yeah, Magic Missile on Yoki as well. They TP to rotate to make sure that tower doesn't go down. Nice TP rotations. Yamaha's here to farm this as well. Make sure that Luna can get wherever the farm is and pick up those CS. So Yamaha pushing back Yoki. He'll get back. He'll actually smoke up. Maybe head to Roche. Down bottom though, Tamar Wild chasing after Zako. He hasn't bought his Midas recipe. He needs to buy something because I'm pretty sure he's dead. His TP on cooldown for 13 seconds. Roger gonna nightmare somebody. Phase shift to avoid it. Zako maybe in trouble. There's gonna be the illusory orb jumping in, waiting rift perhaps. He's trying to TP out, can't make it. He's done, but the call comes in from Lalik. He's working on Tamar Wild as well. Roger getting chased down. Tamar Wild. He's got to lose your up. There's the Death Ward doing a lot of damage to Lalik. He gets a double with the call, just jamming it in one after another. Now he's stuck. He's got no TP. 2,000 gold in the bank. Not quite at his Blink Dagger yet. He wants to get further. He buys it. He sold something. He bought something. He will buy and die, and that's fine. But a double kill coming out for Dread in the end. A 2-for-2 trade, I believe, while that all is done.
I told you to stay in the trees. Stay in the trees.
Alright, HY. Jeez.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out in their favor. Nice bit of a trade happening right now. Luna finding the space in the top lane to farm in the meantime, however. But ultimately, the goal here, tier 1 tower in the bottom, but a good rotation coming out. Aware don't want to hand over anything easy. They're flying right now. Bane, can he catch out with a sleep right now? Fiend's Grip's got 5 more seconds. There goes the sleep. They're going to look to make something happen. Vengeful making a step in. There we go. No, the cast to the face. He'll step back. They will not be able to pursue and fall right back.
I was actually watching top for a bit until you started talking about what was going on. I was like, wait, there's no Bane in the top lane. And then I looked at the bottom. I was like, oh, they're fighting there. But nothing was nothing going on either side of the map, even in that top lane. Other than getting Lycan getting caught out with the the call and the battle hunger going as well. Magic missile. They're still trying to go. They can't dunk him though. Not getting really any spins. He's not getting hit by anything. So. Luckily, Yoki will make it back alive. They had no real way to shut him down unless the Bane was there. He's not. Roger had no TP to rotate through the Fiend's Group, which would have been huge to get that kill. Needed to bring this Lycan down somehow. Dread chasing after Lilik right now. Blink. There's the call coming through. Battle Hunger not going just yet. The calls are going right now. Maledict. Magic Missile. Slam him. He gets it. Nightmare is up. Yoki. Nope, Fiend's Grip on Windex right now. He's in some trouble. Lily getting a double with the call there. He'll fall to the Maledict, but a nice little trade. Roger getting Medallion, getting chased down by Yoki. Is there any help? Here comes Shackle using the ward, bringing him down a little bit. Now they'll work on the tower, trying to break the Wolves off the tower right now. They have no fortification, not going to matter. It's not in deny range just yet anyways. All the while, Yamaha farming up in that top lane. Oh, Yamaha!
He eats a coil.
TP. No!
Bit of redemption there for Hawk as he finally manages to pick the pick off on the Luna for himself.
He didn't use... The reason I was saying no is because he had his Midas on cooldown and he didn't use it, so... That's the most important thing for me anyway. Stress getting Venom Scale, just the tip with the Venom Scale. Stress getting caught out, Weave as well. Magic Missile, Shackle about to die. 2 more right clicks will do the job. Roger, no, the Shadow Wave. Roger's too greedy. He'll fall as well. He'll Nightmare himself first, but that's going to be it for him. And back and forth we go. Trades every which way. Pug picks up a Mighties in the meantime, but a clowny game nonetheless.
This Lycan is beginning to roll out of control now with the second tower acquired. They could potentially, now all tier 1s are down.
He's not getting the helixes. The cask. Oh, Lily, that was too brave. The death ward, boom, blows him up. Look at it go for Dread. Gets another one.
Dread knows axe. You don't step to the Dread with the axe, buddy.
Yeah, he's very confident in his Witch Doctor plays. I mean, he's been on point. He's even got treads. He's like, I am the carry man now. I'm the Witch Doctor carry.
All tier 1's down now, so I'm hoping that, oh no, actually I didn't even notice. They quickly cleared out the Roche. I didn't even notice. That might be my bad right there, but they got it done quickly. Age is already acquired here for Yoki, and Aditi as well. Quick counter ward here on the bottom lane. Now he can look to rotate on through. I wouldn't be surprised he goes for the Necrobook next. Nearly 3,700 gold acquired for the Lycanthrope.
Yeah, and I think the Lycan is giving them a lot of room to work. They have a 5,000, almost 7,500 gold lead at this point. Experience is just about the same, so they have a wide margin. There are Midases up on every which way, and yes, you do have a Luna to fall back on, and even a Nature's Prophet to try to split push, but you know, it's clear this game, it's not going to be won in the early game for Aware Gaming right now. They've got to take it a bit later, otherwise this game is going to definitely go to Lycan and his team of split-pushing men. The Necrobook should be coming out soon, like you mentioned. In fact, something's flying out right now. It's going to be a mech coming through for... Who is this? Shackle. Shackle with the mech, real nice to have to keep fighting even. So now you definitely can't take a fight if you're Aware, but they're going to try to defend their tier 2 tower anyways. Fortification's going to go. They're going to push back, relax. They still have that Aegis up for Lycan, so they're ready to go at a moment's notice. They have Cask, they have Shallow Grave, they have Shadow Wave. They have ways to keep fighting here. The question is, do they want to? They're going to commit 5 years. They're all walking down. Tamai Wild, of course, making his way over there as well. He's got Coil. It's level 2 Coil, mind you. And Axe, all the while, ready to go. Nature's Prophet still top, but can TP in whenever. He's trying to split push. He's trying to get something done, meanwhile. The leak, no, don't get caught out. Illusion Orb's going, doing a lot of damage to Medallion as well. He's getting chased down his bottle. Now regenning. Gonna use that, of course, Dream Coil, gets swapped out, and still does damage to him nonetheless. Venomous Gale, the leak, about to fall, gets denied by the Bane. What a play, it doesn't matter though. Stress falls as well. They're diving past the tier 3, maybe even the tier 4. Yoki wants this kill. There's the Nightmare, they take it away. Roger getting just pushed back so far. This is the bravest time I have ever seen. It doesn't matter. Relax are willing to go the distance for all 3 kills. They get it done. Meanwhile, Zako's pushing top, trying to take the tower. Luna's pushing mid, trying to take the tower. In the end, they'll take the 2-2 bottom, however.
Relax knew they had the room to work with right there. There's too many others in the other lane. Nice quick eclipse coming up from Yamaha. But it will not be enough. The mechanism saving out the Venomancer. Very nice. Rotation to come. Here comes the Cavalry. Can he catch him out? Nope, doesn't see him. Will not throw out the poison touch. But, man. Nice ballsy dive coming out there. They knew the Nature's Prophet and Luna were not going to be involved, so they had all the room to work with. It makes you forget that the Tier 2 was actually still in place as he was running around nearly the throne to catch out that Bane. But regardless, he gets it done and takes him down.
That was the kind of dive you see in a pub, honestly. Like, I've done that dive many times before, and it usually doesn't work. So,
yeah, I was going to say, I've done that dive and have failed. So,
yeah, died a lot from it. So, I mean, they do just purchased a straight-up Necro 3 at 17 minutes in. And this game that was already pretty hard for Aware just got even harder. Luckily, the Aegis is going to get reclaimed, but that's a small victory, if anything. Roger's taking harass from these Wolves. He's trying to get him away, but it's like, damn Wolves. Get out. Get.
Relax, I think, are just, I mean, I don't know. We could chalk it up to the fact that they were trying something new in the first go-around, pulling out the likes of the Spirit Breaker and everything, but it's very clear that they want to take it to Aware very convincingly in this one. Dread definitely leading the front, this Witch Doctor, putting in serious work, making proper ganks happen, great rotations, picking off the Luna, doing his job very well. You know, Lycan's obviously farming out of control. Looking to take it to him. We're already over 10k gold lead right now for Relax at about 18 minutes in, so they're definitely got the reins of this game. They're going to look to hold on, not hand anything away.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, too, it's just how quickly they accrued that lead. It wasn't looking so bad for Aware early on, but all of a sudden it just gets out of control once you leave Yoki to free farm. And I feel like a lot of the issue is Nature's Prophet just hasn't done much this game. He's trying to split push. He's only at a Necro Book 1 right now, not even that just yet. And while that's all happening, while he is split pushing, they're losing towers. They're just giving away towers here. Tier 2's about to fall to the Howl, and Yoki getting a little right click there, and they'll pick it up. There's only one more outer tower left in the map. That's the Tier 2 top, where pretty much Nature's Prophet has made his home. He'll TP. He's gonna get the courier. He's gonna get it. Get the courier. One more. No, two
Give
more.
us those items.
No!
Radiant structures are
Oh, he body blocked himself. Meanwhile, back at the base. Switching gears here. Nature's
Slow,
Wrath flying through.
yep, right up the hill, pelting away that Necro Book. Seriously, laying out some heavy
Don't
damage.
kill it. Oh, someone's gonna take a lot of damage. No, the tower will. Not really.
Radiant's
Blink call. Shacklow may be in trouble getting Battle Hunger. The Eclipse flying through as well. There's the poison of a Fiend's Grip on Dread right now. Everyone's getting low, but the mech did keep them up. The Buddha Restoration as well. A lot of fighting potential. Axe buys back. Now they're chasing after Roger. Getting caught out. He'll die to the earth. Blink call again, but this time the Death Ward there to help out. And this should probably be it, I think. It looks like Rax are going to take this one just by sheer brute force, pummeling the opposition there. Aware going down. They call GG after a full team wipe, plus like another buyback coming through. And Relax going to town on Aware Gaming.
Aware might have got a first sucker punch in, but Relax came back with a sharp right hook and took it to him real hard in that one. Lycanthrope, no pressure, no threat early in the game. We talked about maybe picking up a jungler or someone to divert the attention of heavily babysitting out the Lycan and just being really aggressive in that lane. And Nature's Prophet, I don't think is one of those heroes to do it. He was in the lane, he couldn't get anything done. You know, eventually had to try to go to the jungle where Luna was there as well. Just a bit of miscoordination amongst the team. Definitely in favor from Relax from the start, and they just take it early right now, before even 20 minutes.
Yeah, just a strong performance from Relax Gaming. We are going to jump into a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. We've got the last game of the series coming up here on the Techlabs Cup 2014. We'll be right back, everybody. But before we go, make sure you follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/beyondthesummit, twitter.com/Mark32, and twitter.com/CotoGuys. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.